What's up, guys? How are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. So, guys, you all know the procedure. If you're new here, subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. If you can do that for me, guys, I'll be so grateful. I'd like to get your thoughts on what you think of this video down at the comment section. Please do not watch and just move on to the next video without you even leaving a comment down on what you think about this video. So, guys, you all have already seen the title of this video, so let's get into it. What can a man do, or what can a man do to make his girlfriend fall in love with him? There are so many men who are in relationship with their girlfriends, and yet these women are not in love with them. When I mean love, I mean unconditional love, not conditional love. Some of them have listened to most content creators on YouTube, relationship content creators on YouTube. Most of them have always said, take her out, buy her gifts, take her on expensive vacation, buy her a car, all those things. But most men have done it to no avail. The reason why they have been doing this thing, doing what most content creators have been saying, for them to do, to cause their girlfriends to fall in love with them, buy them gifts and shoes and everything, and they have not been able to fall in love with them, or give them the unconditional love which they desire, is simply because most of these women get attached to what these men can provide. So they or that arouses conditional love in their soul. So conditional love is when a woman, or a man, you know, shows love to a person based on what that person can provide, based on that person's personality. Now, if that person stop providing, or that person loses that personality, or that position in society, that person's love or affection towards this person goes away. So we can see this in Hollywood, in the lives of most celebrities. Most of them, when they kickstart their careers, because of fame and the wealth they have and what they can provide for their girlfriends, most of their girlfriends shows them love. After that, mind you guys that if these men never had fame, they never had these NFL contracts or these NBA contracts, and they were in the streets, they ask the same girlfriends or these same women that I would like to have a relationship with you guys. These women are not gonna even look at these men, you know, in their faces. They're just gonna walk away. But because of fame, because of what they can provide, most of them, decides to show these men love. So when this NFL contracts come to an end, or if these men have got huge debts to pay, you find most of these women trying to divorce these men. They want to divorce these men because what they felt for them was conditional. Their love shall come for these men. They shall demonstrate affection to these men, if these men can provide the stuff which they provide fame and financial help for them, buy them shoes and all you all know that, guys. So most men have been struggling in this world to get their girlfriends fall in love with them, and I have researched 6 points which is different from what YouTube content creators always say. 6 points which stand independently, for you to get these women to fall in love with you unconditionally, not conditionally, unconditionally. In order for you to cause her to fall in love with you, guys, you must touch the depths of her soul. You must do things to touch the depths of her soul. And these things are only things that can arouse emotions of love, natural emotions of love. you know when you do these things, it can just you don't leave her mind. You are always around her mind, you are always around her. When you love someone, that person doesn't leave your mind. That person is within your soul, and the thoughts you have for this person are good thoughts. Like, you want this person to succeed. You want them to be great. You want them to think right, do things right in life. So these 6 points are gonna arouse natural feelings of love, guys. So let's get into it. Let's get into these 6 points. So number one is hug. You have to be a good hugger. You know, Your hug towards this woman, when your hug towards this woman must be longer. It mustn't be shorter. Like most people, most boyfriend and girlfriends, when she leaves and she comes back from work, you know, you just hug her for like for 10 20 seconds. Guys, we have to be practical. But no, 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 no. When she leaves, if you want her, if you want her to really develop emotional feelings of love for you, when she leaves for work and she returns, you hug her tight and you tell her, I miss you, gently in her ears. Now, when you hug her tight, you must make sure, your armpits are perfect. They are fresh. You don't want nobody other, because while you're hugging her tight, romancing her back, holding her, that would start generating natural feelings of love within her soul. But if you have bad breath or you have, body odor, it's natural. Don't be ashamed of it, but I'm just saying, you know, it's something so natural to have bad breath or body odor. It's natural. But, you know, if you want her to fall in love with you, and you are hugging her and she sends the bad breath or the body odor from your armpits, guys, that will arouse disgust. It wouldn't arouse natural emotional feelings of love. Remember, our main goal here is to arouse natural emotional feelings of love. While you are hugging her, that will arouse natural emotional feelings of love. That will arouse disgust, and disgust is gonna interrupt the natural emotional feelings of love which you're trying to arouse in her soul. So what you are supposed to do, right, is that before you give her this long hug, you must be you must make sure your breath is fresh, and your armpits, or for those of you who have got body odor, your armpits are perfectly clean, or you put your perfume or your roll-on spray, you put it on. So by the time you hug her, and yes, and she's in your arms, you hug her tight, and she's your arms, you just start telling her, I miss you, softly. Whisper into her ear softly, I miss you so much. I miss you so. That will reach down to her soul. And when you hug her, do not put your hand on her body. Do not put one of your hands on her body, because if you do that, that will arouse sexual feelings. You don't want sexual feelings to interrupt the natural emotional feelings of love. There is sex, there is feelings of sex, there is feelings of disgust, there is feelings of natural emotional feelings of love. That is what we are focused on. We are focused on arousing natural emotional feelings of love, guys. Natural emotional feelings of love. Do not forget. So when you put your hand around her, do not let your hand touch her butt, but your hand should be on her back. Then if you're a taller person, let her head lay on your heart. Oh, no, if you're a shorter person, let her head lay on your shoulder and hold her tight in such a way she can feel your heart beating. That is the point of contact of love. Your heart beating. Let her feel your heart beating. You hold her and you just rub her back and tell her for a minute and a half that I've missed you so much. I've missed you so much today. That is it. When you do that, that will arouse natural emotional feelings of love. You make sure your hugs are always longer. Your hugs are not shorter. You know, when she leaves, she has carried something. Something will start following her. Your thoughts. In her thoughts, your face, your presence, will start following her, because what you guys did, hugging your heart tight and her feeling your heartbeat, it puts in her, you as a person. There is an exchange, there is an exchange of your presence in her soul. As she lives, she takes your presence within her. She takes your presence within her, and that your presence within her mind will start getting her thinking of you, and that will start arousing natural emotional feelings of love. So guys, that's number one. Number two, cry. you know you must learn how to cry. You must learn how to cry, guys. I'm not joking here. We've heard, all the time it's been said a woman's tears can move a man's, can move a man to give her whatever she wants. You know, if a woman cries, a man is gonna succumb to whatever she wants. Yes, a man's tears too can move a woman to give him whatever he wants. It's a two-way street thing, guys. So there are so many people who are against men crying in a relationship. But I'm telling you, if you want this woman to fall in love with you, if you want this woman to develop unconditional feelings of love for you, if you want this woman to, develop natural emotional feelings of love with for you. So guys, you have to learn how to cry. You know, let's take for example now. If she goes out to meet her friend at 12 p.m. in the afternoon, and then she returns, she tells you she's gonna come back, at 4 p.m. That she came back at 12, a.m. at night. You know, what would be your reaction? You start, when she comes home, you start attacking her. Oh, you said you better look at the time you've come back, blah 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 blah. You start raising your voice, this, and she will start fighting back. you know she'll start raising her voice. Remember, she doesn't love you. You are the one in love with her. She'll be fed up and say, I'm sick and tired of this relation, and start talking like that. You don't want that. you know you just have to put on your best emotional acting. Let the tears flow. Even if even if you can't cause natural tears, tear to flow from your down your eyes. You go you search online to see what you can apply on your inside your eyes that can cause you to cry. So when she comes back, you don't fight her, you don't go head to head with her in exchange of words. You just sit down quietly. You tell her, look at the time you've come back. I was worried for you. I was so worried. And, why did you stay? You said 4 p.m. you were supposed to be back, but it's 12 p.m. And she will start talking. Oh, I did this, did this. You just start calling her softly. You say, with, I've been doing whatever I can to make sure this relationship work. I've been doing my best. It seems my best isn't good enough. You then just start flowing from your eyes. You start crying. I don't know what to do no more. This is when she starts seeing tears flowing from your eyes. Oh my goodness, guys. Even if she hates you, naturally, when both partner naturally, when you see someone cry, you want to comfort them. You want to comfort them. You want to make promises, to do the right things next time so that they wouldn't be hurt. So naturally, when she starts seeing you crying, she'll be moved in her soul, and that will lead to natural emotional feelings of love developing. Guys, this is my best part, because there is no way she's gonna walk away, seeing you crying, seeing someone who truly loves her, telling her that I've done all what I've got, I'm supposed to do, within my power, to make sure, you this relationship work. I don't know why you are always disrespecting me or in tears, and this. She's gonna come and start comforting you and say, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And now you've killed two birds with one stone. She's not gonna cheat on, she's not gonna go out and come late because she doesn't want to hurt you. But and two, she's gonna develop natural emotional feelings of love. The fact that she doesn't want to hurt you, that's already natural feelings of love, start arousing in our soul, because when we love someone, we don't want them unconditionally, we don't want to hurt them. So that is it. But if she comes back at 12 at 12 a.m. at night, you start shouting at her, you shout, that's it. It gets worse. She can never develop natural feelings of love for you. She'll still be there with you simply because of what you can provide. She'll just kind of like, let me just contain this nonsense from this man and just manage the atmosphere, because this man can buy me this man has got a bright future. He can buy me this, give me the best life. So let me just pretend. So yes, so you don't want that. You don't want to go head to head with her. You want to get her soul out of her body. Let her touch the depths of her soul, and so your tears is gonna touch the depths of her soul, and she's gonna start developing natural feelings of love. Number three, sex. Remember, you want her to develop natural feelings of love. The type of sex you have with her, can determine that. There are so many men who likes rough sex. Yes, there are so many men who likes rough sex. If you want her to fall in love with you, you can't be having rough sex with her. That is not going to establish emotional feelings of love, but you are going to make love with her. There is a way a man makes love with a woman. It's the normal missionary position we all know. She lays on the bed, you get on her, and you are gentle. You are not rough. You cannot say you want her to fall in love with you unconditionally and you are having sex on the kitchen counter or on top of the toilet pot or at the garage. Oh, no. That's rough. That is not that. No. That is just gonna arouse erotic feelings of sex, whatever. But that has nothing to do with her developing natural feelings of love for you. So what you are going to do is you are going to take her, carry her to the bed where you guys sleep. Lay on her. Be gentle. Be gentle. Be gentle. You put your hands around her. Guys, see, on this relationship channel, on this channel, Hard Truths, guys, we demonstrate because I really want you guys to succeed. Having that girlfriend, that ideal woman you've always wanted, to fall in love with you unconditionally. So I demonstrate everything. So you have to be gentle when this time comes. You have to be gentle. You take her on the bed. You lay on top. You lay her straight. You take her off her clothes, softly, gently, and you lay on her. You know, and while you are doing the penetration in and out, you should be gentle. You know, and you kiss her. Then your hands are wrapped around her. And while you are inside of her, you keep telling her you love her. I love you so much. I love you. And understand. And when you start telling her that, because at this point of time, you're already imputing natural feelings of love in her soul, being gentle. She'll start telling you, I love you too. I love you too. Because she cannot resist it. She cannot resist the emotions, you know the emotion, the love strength, hitting, the love attraction, I don't know how I can say, the love strength hitting her soul, the love power hitting her soul. So she's gonna give in and start telling you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And you do that, you romance. Be gentle, guys. Be gentle. Do not attach force. Do not use strength. If you do that, you know she'll start feeling, erotic sex and this. And that's why so many women are with men, not because they love them, because of sex. And that's conditional love. They don't want to live because this man gives me sex, but they don't love this man. It's true. They don't love this man. So that is it. Number 3, like I said, sex. Number 4, appreciation. Number 4, appreciation. Number 4, appreciation. So guys, I'm gonna tell you guys this, always learn to appreciate your girlfriends. Always learn to appreciate your girlfriends, because there are some, parts. No one is built perfectly. There are some women whom they don't like their feet, they don't like their hips, they don't like their chest, they have no breast. There are some women, they have natural, you know, scars on their body, you know, which they are ashamed of. Even when they want to dress before their boyfriends, they kind of like hide. So you have to notice that, and you always appreciate her. You have to give her confidence around you. Don't give her shame. So, because if she wrongs you, start insulting her. Look at your ugly feet. Look at you have no breast. Your butt is flat. All that. That is not going to arouse natural feelings of love. You have to make sure that she is safe with you. How can she be safe with you when you appreciate those body parts which she hates, she doesn't like? You say no, even though your butt looks sexy, you keep telling her your butt looks beautiful, you are beautiful. If she feels she's ugly, you are so beautiful. You tell her your feet are beautiful, I love them. You tell her those things, she will start believing she's safe around you. She won't be ashamed. She'll feel so safe around you that you know that will lead to her developing natural feelings of love for you. So that is it. Number 4, appreciation. So learn to always appreciate that weakness part or that part which your girlfriend is always ashamed of. Do not use it against her. Do not insult her, you know, about that part. Never you bring it up. Always appreciate her. Even if she says stupid things to hurt you, even though that body part is so disgusting, you don't find it attractive. You just see, don't even, you just have to appreciate her. Say, you're beautiful, your body's sexy, your feet are so attractive. I love your legs. I love, all that. I love your stretch marks. You even kiss on them, you romance them. That will make her feel safe. Remember, other men before you, never did these things for her. So that's why she's so insecure with these body parts. But you making her safe, that would start leading her, by appreciating those body parts. That will lead her to develop natural feelings of love for you. Number 5, long kisses. Now, guys, how do you kiss? How do you kiss your girlfriend? Is your kiss, the kiss which you give her, is it long or short? If you want her to feel natural feelings of love for you, emotional feelings of love, for her to develop unconditional love for you, guys, your kisses have got, with her, have got to be longer. And 2, you know, they have to be wet kisses, wet. And 3, you must learn how to, to suck her tongue. When you suck her tongue, yes, I'm going deep into it. I'm going deep into it because I want you guys to succeed. When you suck her tongue, you bring her soul, you elevate her soul, it tinkles her deep down her soul, and you elevate her soul. That will just simply, start establishing natural emotional feelings of love. So your kisses must be long. Even if she's got bad breath, don't start, don't start criticizing her. Don't try not kiss her when you're kissing your like. No, that will make her feel bad because she knows she's got bad breath. That will make her feel bad, and that will not naturally, that will interrupt the natural feelings, emotional feelings of love which you're so trying to induce in her soul. So what you're going to do is, you make sure, even if her breath is bad, you make sure you just kiss her. You pretend, you fake it, till you make it. Yes, you fake it, till you make it. You just fake it, and you just keep appreciating her while you're talking, and your hand should be around her. Don't put your hand on her butt. Don't put your hand on her butt. If you put your hand on her butt, that will arouse erotic sexual feelings, and is going to interrupt the natural feelings of love, you know, that you are struggling to arouse in her. Because there are certain parts of a woman which a man touches, a woman knows you're going for sex, and her soul and everything is reflecting sex. No, this is sex. And there are certain parts of a woman's body when you touch, she feels love. She feels safe in your arms. So when you kiss her, it must be wet and deep kisses. Like I said, you suck her tongue. You literally suck her tongue, and it must be extremely wet, not dry wet. And your hand must be behind her back, and your left hand must be at her shoulders, like this, you know, and you're kissing her. Don't put your hand on her breast. That is going to arouse sexual feelings. You don't want that. You want natural emotional feelings of love, which will guarantee you unconditional love. So you do that, and you kiss her gently with wet kiss. While kissing her, you tell her, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you so much. You keep telling her, I love you. While you're doing all these, 6 points that I'm telling you, keep telling her, I love you so much, I love you so. That when you do this every single day, long kisses every single day, that is going to sit in her mind, and it will establish natural feelings, emotional feelings of love. So guys, number 6, watch romantic movies. If you guys are these couples that don't like, sitting together because of your job schedules, you have to try to, at least 2 hours together, watching romantic movies like Romeo and Juliet, or the Titanic. You all know, romantic movies. That and when the love interests are kissing, you don't, you kiss her too. You kiss her too. You kiss her, but your hand, you have to, you kiss her. And when you guys sit watching TV, she shouldn't be sitting there and you're sitting here. No, no, no. You have to be close to her, and your arm should be on her shoulder. And while you're watching, you're ruffling her shoulder up and down, up and down, up and down, and make sure her head is on your chest. If you're a taller person, her head should be on your chest. But if you're a shorter person, her head should be on your shoulder. While you guys sit and you make sure the connection and the closeness is there. And why these two love interests on TV, Romeo and Juliet are kissing and they're saying all these sweet things towards each other. You start kissing her too, and you start saying the same things to her, you know. Yes, you start saying the same, not literally, not even the same thing, but similar things, that but similar things, but not the same in that light. you know when he says, I love you, when Romeo tells Julius, I love you, you just say, I cannot live without you. You are the apple of my eyes. You just start telling her things like that, and you start romancing her. You start telling her things that will arouse natural feelings of, emotional feelings of love in her, and that will lead to unconditional love, guys. Now, if you do these 6 points on a daily basis, you make sure you do these 6 points on a day. Before a month gets to an end, she's already in love with you. If she's not the type who usually calls you often, she'll start calling you often, because right now, you've established natural feelings of love. She'll even if she demands a certain handbag or a certain shoes or vacation, you say no, I don't. You don't have money. She'll start understanding. You don't have money to. She'll start understanding. She'll be calm, and that's what most men want, because most men know very well that women love them simply because of what they provide for them, what they can give them. That's why their women love them. So yes, and that's why most men have been struggling so much, to make sure their girlfriends, develop unconditional love towards them. So these 6 points is gonna help you guys, make sure this girl develops unconditional love for you, natural feelings of love, and that's what we all want, and that's what you want. So yes, guys, I love you all, but no, Jesus Christ loves you more. So I would like to get your thoughts on the comment section, what you think of this video. If the 6 points, I have mentioned here are the right points, or you have problems, with these 6 points, I'm gonna you write your comments down. I'm gonna reply to your comments. So guys, I love you all, but no, Jesus Christ loves you more. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye bye.